Hello and welcome back, and as you can see it's raining. I'm absolutely overjoyed by it. In fact, I actually sought out to come here because it was raining today. Now back at home it's got that that weather that people sort of pay hundreds of pounds for, if not thousands actually, to go and get abroad. Yeah, and it's that weather that like kills absolutely everything and makes everything yellow and just dead. You probably know the one I'm talking about because the entire of the UK, well, bar here and probably Scotland now, but we've all seen the fires there, is currently covered in said weather. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go out my way. I'm gonna go to the mountains and get a good bit of fresh air. It felt like ages since the last time I got some fresh air. It's been atrocious, but yeah, it's very welcomed. There's really good visibility, really nice high cumulonimbus clouds keeping the peaks clear. So although it is raining, there's very low winds, and as you can see the peaks are clear. Bit of haze obviously from the rain itself, but it adds to the atmosphere, I think. You don't get programs like Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings and all your big fantasy genres with good weather, do you? You want the moody stuff. In fact, if you are watching Game of Thrones at the moment, Triffin behind me here is where Sheep Stealer is first seen. So yeah, a bit of it is CGI to make a plateau at the top for them to like sit on. But the majority of it, you can tell it's Triffin. There's a few shots from the Ranger's hut, looking up with Triffin, the opposite side. So the majority of those are Damon. He's sat on a rock, and yeah, that's that angle. So the majority of the season was actually filmed in Wales. If you watch carefully, you can see Winterfell, in fact, where the raven flies over the lake, is the bowl beneath Iwifa. So yeah, keep an eye out if you're watching it. Me and my dad play Spot the Mountain. The heather's out in full bloom. Oh, which is surprising because you think everything would be dead. But I do think they get, obviously being in the mountains, they'll get unforecast patchy weather. So they probably had a lot more rain than the rest of us. God, I love it round here. It's so good to be back. So I'm not sure if you heard that. The cows have got some like mega tech around their necks. Is this one gonna, sorry, I don't want to pee you off, I am sorry. Hello. Nice cow. I don't think I've ever been that close to a cow. Obviously like a petting zoo or something, but not like that. Anyway, we've got another one here. They don't run away, it's really intimidating. Bro's he's just looking at me. I'm gonna go around this way, mate. I don't know what a sheep feels like. What was I saying anyway? Oh yeah, around their necks. They've got like these little collars similar to the ones in the Alps, the bells, but the one just walks slightly away from the others. They sent a siren off. It's like bee boo bee boo. So I don't know if they're in one of those sort of techie little invisible fence areas. I've seen quite a few of that on like Clarkson's farm and that. It's proper cool. So it's one of those days that you're just as wet underneath your rain back as you would be without it, because it's absolutely boiling. I think it's going to be about 19 at least. Still wet though. It's like dulled down rainforest weather. It's just wet, no matter what. Right, so camp is just up there. I'll spin you around to see in a sec. And we're going to be looking up at the one and only. If you're new to the channel or new to just hiking in general, that is Triffin, one of the most notorious peaks in the UK, to be fair. A lot of training done on there for Everest summits, especially in the winter in the snow. So it's not to be meddled with. The BBC wasn't wrong when they said a lot of our generation are overestimating what they're capable of. You should theoretically go with somebody that knows what they're doing when you're trying a scramble like that, especially for the first time. It's the safest way, the most enjoyable way, because you're not going to get lost and not going to climb into trouble. Even the best get it wrong. Just look at the recent loss we had of Nimsdai. Absolute legend. Lost to an avalanche. And he was the best in the game. Rest in peace. But yeah, never overestimate these, because they will just get you. Mother Nature is cruel. We're just below Triffin here. If you follow this ridge, which is the ridge that comes off the Gliders, and then follow it round to this little mound here, I believe it's Ifolgok. That is roughly where camp is tonight. So we've got direct view of Triffin from there, and I believe there is a linn at the top. I need to make sure I'm getting my my terminology correct, as in the lakes I'd be saying tarn. So yeah, there's a linn at the top, and it does provide a pretty epic view from what I've seen on photos. Absolutely loving this. God, it's so much better with this weather. The atmosphere is just brilliant. I am hoping we get some nice cool little rays at some point. There was a video I did a couple of years back, last year in fact, it was September, sorry, and we got some mental rays. Check out my Instagram at some point, it's on there. Proper Game of Thronesy. But yeah, If we get some of that, that'd be mental. But I've enjoyed it as it is. I feel really good. It's just nice to be out in the sun. It's only a short one today. When I started, it was about 4:30 in the afternoon. So I think it's about 5:15 now. I got up. It was stupid hot. I had nothing to do. I was like, I'm going to Wales. Sod it. So yeah, here I am. But my days, it's killing me not to go up to the Glidders. I can see it from here now. They're just calling my name. They're a great place to go. I've got plenty of videos up there. You check them out on the channel. It's like the mood. Especially the castle. It's insane. I've never seen heather like this in Wales though. It's really, really blooming. I take it back from what I've said about Wales being dead. As in like foliage and fauna. This is so epic. I've got to do some more of these gullies on the scrambles. In fact, I'm currently looking up a gully that we did last either December or it was this Jan. Or was it? Something around then. It was definitely December, Jan. I don't know which year though. Little in East Gully, right there. Inside in the snow. To get that video up, it's mental. You probably won't be able to appreciate it or see it very well from here. I can try anyway. So you got the 3 pinnacles of Triffin there. That one on the far side there, that isn't it. The little in East Gully runs up this one. So we went up there in the snow, cramponed up, ropes, everything. It was a great experience. It's going to be the next sort of direction that I want to take this channel. Once I'm in a stable position at work, now I'll finish uni, get in a van and go down the the basic hiker boy route that everyone just seems to be doing at the minute. Van into the continent and start some low mountain peaks, get some experience. Obviously, use some guides and everything. But yeah, it's calling my name. I really, really want to get out there and do some of that. It just looks amazing, doesn't it? Nothing like the Alps. Hands up. Who likes the baby? This is what I was on about last video. It's my new media kit sort of station where I keep everything. It's way, way more comfortable. It's an over the head one. It's not attached to my bag, so I can take my bag off as well and not worry about this having to be pulled off and faffing around. It's attached to my body separately. But yeah, it's dead cool, isn't it? Little area for the mic as well. No more rustling or anything catching. Forecast has mugged me off a bit. I kept this jacket on to try and stay dry, but the rain that was due hasn't come, so getting wet from the inside out instead. Because it's so short, there's just no point faffing about with taking stuff on and off, so I'm just firming it like. So the original plan was to camp on this tarn here, However, a lack of wind is sort of allowing midges to flourish. So I've just got to go a slight bit up here, see if I can find any grassy patches just off the gliders. We'll still be looking at Triffin, but we'll be closer as well, a lot more severe. So I found my little spot here, and it's so flipping cool. I've got a nice drop at the other side, and then look at this here, little wall. The wind's going to be coming this way over, so any wind that is due to come, he's just going to sweep right over the top. And it's a little nook here, perfect for a tent. And then this is the cool bit. Gliders, yeah, that horrible scree stuff that we've done plenty time. There's Triffin. Got all the carder now over there stretching across sort of the entire length of your eyesight, to be fair. You can even see the sea out that way. So yeah, it's a pretty cool little spot. I've never done really a chills thing like this, so it feels weird, to be honest. I feel like I haven't done enough to deserve such a view. Right, so camp's all set up. We've got the double door open, which is nice. Don't get to do that very often, maybe because I don't use this in the summer anymore, but I want it to be nice and stealth and bunk down today, because it just matches the atmosphere and the vibe. But yeah, this is our little tent, and then the view we've got from here, Gliders, Triffin. Could be nice. I've got an easy tea today, so I'm going to make some naan bread pita things. I was meant to say tikka then. Naan bread, tikka, sandwich sort of thing. So I'll cut the naan open, naan, whichever which way you say it. Stuff it with some tikka chicken and just scran it like. Hello. Currently taking shelter from the evil mozzies outside. They started to swarm a bit just, so I've got my feet out the bottom, but like the net is flush against them. So it's quite nice in here. Still see everything. Interesting. It was meant to be really, really bad rain, but nothing has come of it yet. So we'll see how it goes. Currently messaging my dad, I've got no data, so he's checking out the forecast. On the peak of Triffin, we're getting 20-25 max gusts until tomorrow morning. And then picking up at 35 mile an hour by 4 AM in the morning. But that's on the peak, and there's a southerly wind, and you've seen how I've bunked down here. So fingers crossed we should be okay in that regard. I've just asked him if it's still remaining a southerly wind, so fingers crossed that's still forecast. But it wasn't actually forecast, that severe wind, to be fair, when I checked earlier, so that's new. So I'm going to guy out all the guys now. I didn't do them all originally because of that. So I'm pretty glad I managed to get a bit of drone footage. I don't know how it's going to come out, but I forgot the SD card, and I've managed to do a bit on internal storage. I had to download half, delete it off the internal storage, then do another half to get the footage. So hopefully it comes out okay. It's just me being a sausage and forgetting stuff because it was a last minute job. But yeah, we are fully guyed out. It's quite a funny guy out this is, look. It's sort of ascending up over our little barricade, our wind barricade there. I'm going to have a walk up to the summit now to see what the wind's actually like compared to down here, so I'll get a rough idea of what we're going to be dealing with when it does go. So it's nothing crazy. There is a noticeable increase in comparison to what we had down there. Hello. I think the fly thinks I'm a sunflower. So the wind direction is coming from over that way. For reference, that's Molshapod. So it's coming from sort of, I've got to remember all my points now. I've been learning all the Lake District ones and I've forgot them all. So yeah, it's coming from around where we did the video of the Welsh Matterhorn, the Schnit. So it's a southeasterly wind. So you've got all this landmass here that's sort of higher than me, and then camp is tucked down there. So I'm currently on the path that you can go up to the Gliders from, or divert down to Triffin. If I have a quick little jog just to show you where we're tucked away. Here's Triffin. I'll get down nice and low. The grass is sort of headed this way, so it's going there. There we are. Literally there. I don't know if you can see it on here. Let me zoom in for you guys so you've got a better reference point to where the tent actually is. You see it? Just the top of it's poking out. Right there. So we're nicely tucked away. It's got to come over where I've just been standing, past all this rocky bit, and then literally it's going to just touch the roof, if that. Yeah, it's already majorly different now. I've just dropped down a touch. Now I've got to drop down a touch again to get to the tent, which is right down here. Perfect, that is. Couldn't have picked a better spot. So, got a new little addition to the channel here. Look at this cool little it's the Rambling Red Hip Flask. It's more of a backpack. Look at the size of it. So today's drink, this is going to be a thing now, isn't it? Today's drink is Disaronno. Now it is neat in here, but Disaronno is only a 28% drink. So it's not like whiskey, which I know most people have in these things. Oh, it smells fire. Smells like Christmas in that flask right now. Right, let's try some. It's the perfect percentage. I'm not currently gagging on what the hell I've just drank, but I've also got a warm throat. It's bang on. I've got the freshest episode of House of Dragon to watch as well. So I'm excited to get all snuggly and watch that. Hopefully the rain comes that way as well, so I can keep one door open and have like Triffin like there. And I'm actually in the film. Oh, I didn't think of that. I'm going to be watching it and I'm going to be in the actual episode because I'm here. That's class. Good. That's good. I think the other lads are going to have to get one. Dan, if you're watching this, you get a dangerous Dan one. And Sam, a scrambling Sam. We've all got to have matching hip flasks, yeah. What do you think of an alliteration for Jade? Oh. See, her last name's Charlton, so it could be Climbing Charlton, but I don't think she'd like that. She's going to cuss me for saying that now. Sorry. If anyone thinks of a J, like J, not G, J, I'll get them mixed up. It's definitely like when I say the capital version. So if anyone thinks of a letter J thing to do with this sort of vibe, let me know in the comments for Jade. So I've messed up a little bit. I swapped the holder or packaging or whatever you want to call it that I keep my head torch in with the one I keep my cooker in. Yeah, you can kind of guess what's happened. I've bought 2 head torches and no cooker. Thankfully, I have already pre-cooked chicken from like a shop for sandwiches, like sandwich tandoori chicken. And I had naan breads, so I'm going to make a sandwich basically. It's not the best, but it's better than had I bought a steak and I can't eat at all because I have to cook it. So it's not the worst case scenario, but it's not great either. But I'll have something to eat, won't I? It's not the end of the world. Right, let's map this up. See what this looks like without mayo or anything. It's going to be absolutely abhorrent. Oh well. Right, I'll catch you in a sec. It's not too bad. Tell you what though, Banger is absolutely getting drenched. Not sure if the clouds are like slightly different to where there was forecast, but my days it's coming down over there. This won't pick it up, but you know when it basically goes opaque, it's just grey. You just know it's coming down. He'll get here eventually, even though it's half an hour late. Watch it start now. Now we're talking. This is cosy as hell. On my bed. Got my Moams. Got my Rambling Red decanter. And we're about to start watching a film. Well, an episode of The House of Dragon. Gonna be a little vibe. I am very excited about the fact that I managed to get this in a tort on my last camp. That I used this because it's so much better. It's great. Feels like you got way more room as well, which you do because it's not like sagging. Okie dokie. I get my little film on. Called it a film again, it's not film, Alex. And yeah, chill out before bed. A nice little easy, cute camp. With a really cool view of the one and only Tryfan. So, can't complain. To say it was last minute. Not done too bad. Not forgot too much. Right then guys, that's today done. It's been a little short one, but I hope you enjoyed it so far. Hopefully get a really nice good sleep. As you can tell, it's still as anything. And yeah, we shall see you in the morning. Not sure what the weather's going to be like, so be a surprise. I'll catch you then. Literally, as I signed off to sleep, it started. If it stays like this, I should be able to get some sleep. Any louder, we'll see. Oh man. This wasn't expected. Good morning. Not too bad of a sleep, all things considered. Managed to get 7 hours, I think, according to the Watchamus. I've had a little peek outside and on the Ogwen Valley webcam, and we're clagged in big time. So there's nothing really to see outside. It won't be long walk until we actually do drop below the cloud base. However, we're literally just in it, I think. But as you can tell, the weather came in last night. It's about 3-4 o'clock, and it's been like this ever since. You probably saw my little makeshift ear muffler. What I do if I forget earbuds, I use the sleeves on this to wrap it around my head, and then I'll get a down object and tuck it in and around a few times around inside the sleeves. It makes a basically ear defender. If it works, it does the job. Okie doke, that's everything now, literally packed up. It's time to brave this storm. I've waited as long as I can, as the forecast said it was dropping off slightly come 9 o'clock. So I was hoping that I'd get a bit of leeway, but by the sounds of it, it's not going to happen. So gotta get the tent away, and we're getting straight down this mountain back to the car. As always, guys, leave no trace. Just a nice little dry patch. Alright, let's get down this mountain. Woo! Been a while since we've been clagged in, hasn't it? Class. Right, let's go. When the cloud does stuff like this, it's so worth it. I don't know if you got much from those videos onboard footage, but it was like a cloud burst. It was just like dropping down into the valley, and yeah, it looks class. I mean, look at the shadow of Triffin there, right over my head, and then you got the glitters up there. We must be right level with the cloud base now, because it's just starting to clear up a touch. But it's amazing, absolutely amazing. Rain stopped, thank goodness. And it's clearing up a touch as well. Especially over towards the dip between Triffin and the glitters. There's a nice little light area of sky coming out now. The haze seems to be sort of following the east side of Triffin down to the road, and it's quite clear on the bow of the hill, which is strange. But it's just what it is around here, isn't it? It's very strange. Atmospheric though. Whew. Hey, I like it when it's cloudy like this. Makes me look better. Complements my skin tone a lot nicer than bearing down light that just washes me out. This is where I'm meant to be. In the thick of Mother Nature, as she tries to absolutely devour me whole. Hey, look at that now. Bosher. Come out to play, hasn't it? Look at that. This is absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to be doing some more camps in dodgy weather from now on. It proves for such improved photography and like aesthetically pleasing shots. Oh, hey, look at this here. Cascading down. How dark it is there. And then you turn this big bright light and all that green. It's wicked. I'm never going to get down at this rate. The scenery just keeps changing. I just want to capture it all. It's amazing. Clouds are class. I've gone full circle. Absolutely despised them at the start when I first started it, so all this sort of stuff. But now, I welcome them. Because they add to the mood exponentially. I've got the long way as well. Rightio. I'm literally just coming back down to the car now, and I got really hot, hence why the waterproof's off, and I'm just allowing myself to get drenched because it's too hot. But that was a nice little enjoyable camp. Little last minute job. Did the job. Escaped the heat of home. I think it was about 32 yesterday. It's too much. But yeah, managed to get away from that. Have a good little camp. Seeing some cool little scenes. Got to get back to the OG spots of Snowdonia. And yeah, looking forward to the next one. We should be back in the lakes for the next one. I got my eye on a few. I want to try and sparse myself out a bit. We've done Scarfell. We've done Great Langdale. We've done the Crinkle Crags. I want to try and go a bit more south. Thinking Old Man of Coniston, hopefully. And let me know if you'd like to see the unreleased footage from my walk through Bleetarn, which is where The Witcher was filmed. If you would, drop a comment below and I can compile a little video together. It's a really, really cool little hike. One for all the family. Loads of things along the way that you can have fun with. So let me know. But for now, once again, I'll see you guys again next time. Make sure you're all liking and subscribing for me. The vast majority of you are unsubscribed, but also reoccurring watchers. So click that button below. And I'll see you all again next time. It's been a pleasure.